Hey everybody, it's Hachiman here, and bringing you an Ace Tanker in the T26E5 Patriot, the tank that everybody says is OP. Now, if you watched my review on this tank, you know this tank is not OP by any means. It's just very good at a lot of different roles. Now, unfortunately, this replay will not prove this tank is not OP, because it certainly looks like it. Quick lay of the land here. We're on Karelia, we're attacking. XVM gives us a 54% chance to win, which, you know, anything from 45 to 55 is a pretty even match as a general rule. But looking at the enemy tanks and what tanks they have at what tiers, and the fact I am top tier, and there's no artillery, which I said in my review, artillery is the biggest danger to this tank. I've got to be feeling pretty good about my chances to pull off a really impressive carry. I'm platooned with Klaya, who most of you know is my daughter, and we're starting at the easternmost spawn point. So in true heavy tank fashion, we're just going to move straight ahead. You know, there's not many moves that a heavy tank can really make in this, and I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit. Hopefully it's not overpowering. It might just be my headset. There's not a lot of moves a heavy tank can make in this situation except right up the zero line, because any other move to any other part of the map coming through, coming through the lower level in like Charlie 6, 9 area, or even the low level towards the middle of the map in the swamp, it's just going to lead to an early death as a general rule. Light tanks, fast mediums can sometimes do some stuff around there, but usually for heavy this is where you want to go. And again, with no artillery, I'm feeling fairly confident, and I'm just going to motor my way up. Klaya and the T32 is a little bit slower than I am, but she's coming along. Somebody's calling for the light tank to go up into the ramp right there. That's a very important position that someone should take. It helps you spot the middle of the enemy line. Medium and tank destroyers that tend to camp out. And we spot a black prince right away. And aiming up a little bit. Fire, and I think I pinned the roof, to be honest about it. I'm not sure. I bounce a shot from an SP-1C right off the turret, and he's running away. I fire on the move and miss. I didn't really aim that shot too well. Now, I'm going to do something which I generally don't consider to be a very good move. I'm going to I'm going to park myself right here, which I don't generally consider this safe because enemy SPGs as well as tank destroyers will train their guns on this spot, but in this instance I feel pretty good about it. And the reason I feel good about it is because I've got this very excellent turret. I'm exposing only part of my upper hull, and they're shooting up at it on top of that. And there you go, I lost my track. I'm really having a hard time with this excellent accuracy on this gun, zooming in on the shot I need. There's one. I repair the track, but I don't back off. I'm just going to hold here. I want to get a couple more shots into this IS-3, but the gun's misbehaving a little bit. See, it just keeps going a little left and hitting that rock. Spotted again. That shot goes right. I do whack off a little bit. Don't want to sit in one spot quite too long. Make it at least hard. See, there's a bounce off my turret. There we go. That one hits and goes in. And the IS-3 finally backs off. T-71 out there. Shot goes low and misses. Bounce a couple more shots, probably from the FE-4202 and that T-25 pilot. He's side on, and the shot goes low. So I'm really not making the accuracy look that great right now. There we go. I'm aiming at the... Oh, he gets one through and ammo racks me. Alright, fix the ammo rack, pull back a little bit, and let that T-71 continue to bounce off me. Poorly aimed shot. T-71 gets away. My guys finally kill the SP-1C. And I'm just not in a hurry to go running out there. We need a little more intel. We need to see a little more what's going out there. Based on the number of shells bouncing off me, they got a lot of guns pointing this way. That's one less right there. T-150's advancing. There's that 4202 again. Bad shot. He's tracked in place. Klaya nails him. He backs off. Shot would have gone high anyway. I have blocked 2150 so far. That's a nice number. Most of it lower caliber. I'd say most of it's 90mm fire. Or in that ballpark. Alright, and I decide I'm not going to wait here anymore. I'm going to run down here, and then I'm going to get some defilade by diving down into this trench. IS-3 kills the T-150. He's really the tank I'm most afraid of up there. So once he fires, I know I'm safe to come diving down here. I don't even think I got spotted. Oh, there it is. Okay. But now I can make further use of this very excellent turret, my very excellent gun depression. And Clia's just anchoring down the back behind me, which I'm fine with that, because I may not always have angles to fire on these guys. Oh, IS-3, ooh, screwed that one up a little bit, back off. Something narrowly misses me. Put one through the flat spot of the IS-3, I guess it was at A44. And he bounces. Put another one through. And you see how I did that. I just wait for him to bounce right off the gun mantlet, then I come out and take the shot. I mean, that's child's play. Oh, he bounces one off the gun mantlet, so does the pilot, and he realizes too late he's a dead man. He backs off. Now this pilot, he's got to decide what he wants to do, but instead I'm going to shoot at this A44, and he angles just in time for my shot to hit him in the track. And now I can't pin his track. That was just wonderful. Like 234 pin, and I can't go through his side at that angle. And that shot missed the mark anyway. I'm going for the drive wheel. There's the kill, and I back off just in time to intercept that shot from the SU-101 with my upper plate instead of the lower plate. Missed my return fire, but I really had no chance of hitting. That was more just for show than anything. Now I need to get across this spot so I can deal with the T-25 pilot, T-71. I knew I was going to take a hit from somebody. Bad shot there. T-71's firing heat, but he's dead. Pilot bounces, and now I got him. There's nothing he can do. He's done. What was that? My fourth kill. 2,800 damage, 3660 blocked. I think the T-71 was firing heat. Put one through my upper plate. Now I want to hunt this FV-4202. He's not even looking at me. One right into the rear. Keep an eye on the tank destroyers in the background. And finish him. No shot on the pilot. Lost a sliver of a shot. I'll take it if I can land it on his engine deck. Of course it misses. That's a hard shot with any gun. Clia's moved up on my flank. I'm keeping an eye for that Borzig. I really don't want to take a hit from him. There's the SU-101. And Clia's coming up behind him. So we're going to pinch him one way or the other. She nails him once. There's a hit from that Borzig. But I kill the SU-101. Now I got to try to get to cover before he Borzig fires again. I'm lucky the Borzig's firing the 12.8 centimeter gun instead of the 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter would have finished me off. Now, I asked Clia to continue advancing. She kind of misread me a little bit. I wanted her to advance through the ravine, through B1 and C1, to flank that prototype, but that's okay. Track him again. There's that STA-2. We saw him earlier. Clia's not going to make it, I'm afraid. Yep, there she goes. The Borzig got her. Finish the STA-2. And you know I'm at 7 kills, so you know I'm thinking Radley Walters medal. But the fact is, there's a low-health Borzig and a whole lot of friendly tanks near him, and I'm not. So the odds of this happening are next to none. Basically, my only chance is if he runs from the inevitable and comes around the rock. But he doesn't. He gets killed. So, yeah, the tank's got 1,500 hit points. I'm down to 164, so I took 13 and change. I did 3,400 damage. I blocked 3,600 damage, so that's 7,000 plus the 13. Total damage done, blocked, received was 8,300. I mean, that completes HT15 for the T28 HTC if you haven't done it already. But let's look at the post-game stats in a little closer detail. So we've got the Ace Tanker, which should be of no surprise in my opinion. Host of little medals. You got Fire for Effect, Fighter, Spotter, Duelist. The Top Gun for 7 kills. The Steel Wall for blocking, at least 11 shots and at least 1,000 damage, most damage blocked by the team, and the High Caliber for the most damage done. And really, with the number of tanks I shot at, it's really kind of a surprise there's not a Confederate medal thrown in there as well. But in addition to the Ace Tanker, 3 Battle Hero awards, nothing to really complain about. We are looking at a base XP of 1,533, which is a huge number for any tank. Usually most tanks you get an Ace Tanker around 1,200 plus in a win. On the Patriot it's closer to 13 plus, but 1,533 is such a big number, something to be happy with. And we've got 38 shots fired, with 25 shots hitting. I fired a lot of shots that just felt like should have hit and didn't. 17 penetrations for 3,427 damage, a wonderful number. Received 20 hits, but only 5 went through for a total damage blocked of 3,860. And I managed 1,623 assist damage as well. This was during a ×5 event, so it earned 11,960 total XP with the ×5, the platoon bonus. Just absolutely outrageous number, and 137,000 credits, 116,000 credit profit after repairs, reload, etc. It's just a fantastic machine. When the Patriot goes back on sale, I really recommend you pick one up if you like the heavy-medium concept. And again, please guys, like and subscribe to this channel. This channel's for all of us average or above average or maybe even below average World of Tanks players, not the super unicums, the guys who really want to see how other players of similar level play and how we can improve, where we can help each other get better. So like and subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys.